Yeah. Yeah, good morning. Audible? Lekhasri? Am I audible? Yes, good morning. Okay, so in today's class, we will discuss, we have already discussed the Himalayas, means northern mountainous part, mountains of North India, right? Himalayas and its subsystems, okay? The ranges associated with Himalayas. Secondly, the Great Plains. That is your Indo-Gangetic plain, okay? And this plane is an aggradational plane. This is an aggradational plane. What do we mean by an aggradational plane? Actually, landforms may be of two types. Degradational, right? That you call normally the landforms made by erosion, right? Degradation and erosion are they are just like synonyms of, okay? So degradational or erosional landforms, and second type of landform is your aggradational. In aggradational landform, the erosive factors, the same erosive factors that you know by the name of rivers, glaciers, winds, right? The same erosional factors, the same erosional agents, they degrade a particular surface, like this is a surface and here was a river flowing. It degraded, eroded the bed material, okay, the bedrock, and later on this degraded material will be deposited in a particular basin, right? Like this river was flowing, this was flowing down, yeah, down a mountain, and while flowing down, it will degrade, it will erode away the material, and then it will deposit here. It will deposit here the deposition, okay. It will deposit here the same material, and in this way, this basin will be filled, okay. So this process is known as aggradation. This is degradation. This is degradation, and this deposition of the eroded material is called aggradation. Yeah, means here the river was eroding away the material, and the eroded material will be filled in this basin-like structure, and this is the aggradation. So aggradational landforms or basically depositional landforms. Okay, the landforms made by the deposits. So you know that this Great Plains of northern India, that is your Indo-Gangetic plain, is made by the deposition of the material brought down by the Himalayan rivers and some of the peninsular rivers. Okay, means some of the tributaries of peninsular rivers. Mostly they are Himalayan rivers, that is your Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra, right? But you know that some of the peninsular rivers, means the rivers like Son, which has its origin in the peninsula, it also flows towards the northern side in your Great Plains area. Okay. Soon, later on, it falls into the Ganga, right? And there are some other rivers like Chambal, Ken, Betwa. They are the tributaries of Yamuna River. So they have origin in the peninsula and they flow towards the northern side, right, to meet the Ganga River system. So this Great Plains is made by the deposition brought down by these rivers. And in this way, this Great Plains is called an aggradational plain. Means a plain can also be made by the degradation, by removing away this material, like glacial plains. Most of the glacial plains. Denudation is you can say that is a complete term. Denudation includes both the processes. It includes aggradation and degradation both. Okay, means denudation, though it connotes that denudation means it is cutting away, but denudation as a concept, it includes both of the concepts, degradation and aggradation, right? So in the process of denudation, you can say like this glacial plains, they are mostly made up of the degradation. Means as glaciers flow, they degrade the bottom rocks, and in that way a plain type of structure is formed that is known as glacial plains. But most of the glacial plains are degradational plains. They are degradational. Examples, like some of the examples I discussed in Himalayan topic, some of the like soda plains. Yeah, this is a glacial plain. Soda plains. Depsang plains. I discussed that the area of 𝐂𝐨𝐮𝐬𝐿, that is also geopolitically important between India and China strife. Okay, because that area of India has been occupied by China. Okay, so in that 𝐂𝐨𝐮𝐬𝐿 area, there are soda plains, Deosai plains, Depsang plains. So these plains are glacial plains. They are mostly carved out by the glacial flow. And this Great Plains is a gradational plain. So today, first we will discuss the peninsula. You know that if this is India, we have completed this much because this was your, and this much also. Yeah, this was your Himalayas. Then this was your plains, right? Now we have this geological unit, that is your peninsula. This is a geomorphic unit as well as a geological unit, because you know that rocks of peninsula, they are like a system. I have already discussed that. Archean, there were Archean, yeah, Dharwad, Kadapa, Vindhyan. So Archean, Dharwad, Kadapa, Vindhyan. Okay, this was a rock system. This was a rock system. This is called Archean rock system. This is called Archean. Then Puran, Aryan, they were the groups. Okay, so there was a group known as Dravidian. You know that Dravidian rock system is largely found in, Yeah, in northern part, in northern Himalayan part. Okay, means though some of the examples of Dravidian rock system are also in Peninsula, but most of the Dravidian rock system are found in Himalayan part. So these Archean, Puran, Aryan, all these rock systems are, means apart from this Dravidian rock system, all the other rock systems you can accept this rock system. All the major rock systems of India are found in this peninsular part, right? And two strips, one on the eastern side. This is the eastern coast, and this is your western coast. So these are also plains, east coastal plains and west coastal plains. Then here are islands, your Lakshadweep Islands and Andaman, Nicobar Island, right? So in this peninsular part, there are many units. Means this has been undergone little structural changes, means very few structural changes, very few structural changes in geological history. Largely, they are called part of Indian craton, shield. Shield is a particular structure which has gone very few structural changes and which has been rather stable in the Earth's geological history, right? So it is an example of shield, this peninsula. Largely stable, almost never submerged under water. Only this part of yeah, one one important thing is that the bottom rocks of this Rajasthan plain, the Thar desert, they are structurally part of this peninsula, the bottom rocks, because they have gneiss, they have Archean rocks, which are part of the peninsula. Okay, and this part also has been submerged under sea for some time. Those saline lakes of Didwana, Degana, Lundkransar, okay, those lakes are actually the remains of the, you can say, the retreat of the sea from that particular area. Means those lakes, those saline lakes of Didwana, Sambhar, they are actually the remains of the sea, you can say. It is not that they are only an example of inland drainage. Actually, there is also a climatic factor behind that, that those are the saline lakes. Because when a drainage system is from outwards towards the inner side, that is called inland drainage, or you can say that centripetal drainage. Okay, when rivulets come from outside and they come towards a central location. So all these lakes are located in that particular drainage pattern. Okay, inland drainage pattern or centripetal drainage pattern. But apart from that, and that is means there is also a climatic reason behind those lakes, and apart from that, there is a geological reason also, a geological history. They have their history, that they are the remains of that retreat of the sea, which was once upon a time there was. Okay, so almost never submerged means apart from this part and this coastal plains part, this middle portion of the peninsula has never been submerged under water. And this is the reason that there is very little structural changes, because for structural changes, there might be some upheavals, some disturbances from the internal forces. Okay, and those disturbances you can see in few of the areas, like in this Narmada and Tapi valley regions. Okay, and in some of the other fault regions also. They may be called fault regions. The Deccan Plateau, which is part of this peninsula, is also reminiscent of that disturbance. Okay, I already discussed that there has been a silent fissure eruption of, volcanic eruption, silent fissure type of eruption, and in that way they were made. So though there are some examples of, thank you, there are some examples of such upheavals, such disturbances, like in Narmada and Tapi region, fault regions, like in Deccan Plateau region. Okay, and one more example of volcanic activity is nearby Rajmahal Hills, and nearby the Rajmahal Garo Gap, there is a gap. Okay, that has already been filled by the Gangetic alluvium. Rajmahal Garo Gap. There is a gap in this part. This gap has now been filled by the Gangetic alluvium in structural gap. That was also a result of some upheavals, some disturbances. So they are the few examples of little structural changes, but largely this has been stable, like a craton, like a seal, this area, right? So we will study this peninsula unit by unit, that what are the major units, like Malwa Plateau, like Bundelkhand Plateau, Baghelkhand Plateau, okay, your Telangana Plateau, Meghalaya or Shillong Plateau. I have already discussed in the first class that here are two, this is Kutch, this is Kutch and this is Kathiawar. And here is a peninsula named as Shillong Plateau. Means Kutch, Kathiawar, Shillong, and this middle central portion of peninsula. They are part of this peninsula, right? मैप में क्या दिखा रहा है? बट वो वेस्ट कोस्ट प्लेन के मिडिल में है, मींस स्ट्रक्चरली दैट इज नॉट अ प्लेन. अंडरस्टूड? Structurally that is not a plane, means in the middle of that plane there are two structural peninsula, right? It lies in the middle of the plane. So write the structure, relief and drainage of the peninsula. Though we will throw some lights on the drainage part also, but we'll see them in detail under the drainage of India. Okay, while studying this you will see that a particular peninsula is drained by this river. Okay, so you can integrate this in that manner. So we have discussed that this is made of out of the 4 rock systems of India: Archean, Puran, that is your Dharwad, Kadapa and Vindhyan, and Aryan rock systems are present in peninsula, except the Dravidian rock system. Means though there are some examples of Dravidian rock systems, okay, that noise is disturbing me a lot. what can be done? We have no control over nature. There are two thought systems in geography. One is determinism and another is possibilism. So determinists say that nature is more powerful than human beings, than us, and it will also be the main determining factor for our lifestyle. Like in desert regions, or you can say in Arctic regions, the life cycle of the residents there, that is mostly determined by the nature. Though you can do ice skating in Dubai, in the middle of a desert, in Arabia, okay, but that is only for a particular region or particular technology or development stage they have reached. But largely they will, like in Thar desert, their food pattern, even their dressing habits, they have safa, that headgear, yeah, on their heads, so that to cover their heads from that sunlight, that heat. Their dressing is like that. Even they wear lehenga, so that to cover their whole body, lower portion. They cannot wear such type of mini skirts in that region. Okay, sunburn will be there. So that is the deterministic approach. Means the earth systems or the nature determines our lifestyle. There is another approach that though it is there, but there are some possibilities. That is called possibilism. Human with its human with the high technology development can overcome everything. And here are some solutions even for global warming or climate change. That is your geoengineering projects. Geoengineering is what? The possibilism that humans with their technology, they can overcome any problem. Okay, even the climate change can be solved by technology. That is geoengineering. So you can go through some of the geoengineering projects that have been proposed by many scientists, many technocrats regarding climate change. A good question may be asked either in prelims or mains regarding geoengineering projects. I think up to now they have never asked. So the peninsula is extended from Aravalli range. Means first note down the extension. The extension of peninsula from Aravalli range to near Delhi, that is your Delhi ridge, then south of Ganga plain as far as Rajmahal hills, and Meghalaya plateau, structurally a part of peninsula, right? And apart from this Meghalaya plateau, there is Kutch and Kathiawar. These Kutch and Kathiawar regions in Gujarat, they are also part of this peninsula, right? So this has been a stable shield which has gone through little structural changes since its formation. Kutch and Kathiawar. So this is the extension of this peninsula. Means south of the Ganga plain, like this is your Aravalli. This is Aravalli. This is your Delhi ridge, right? Then this is the Ganga plain. So starting from here to here to here, then here to such Kutch and Kathiawar, then the whole southern peninsula, Here, Meghalaya Plateau on this northeastern side. So this is the whole extension. This is the boundary. This is northern central highland, north of Vindhya. Okay, this is Vindhya. This is Satpura. This is your Western Ghats. Here, Eastern Ghats. So they are making the boundaries. Means on the northern side, the boundary is made by Aravalli, Delhi Ridge, and this Indo-Gangetic Plain. Right. On the southern side, this boundary is made by Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. They are also the boundaries of this peninsula, and also the part of this peninsula. Right. So now see some maps. Like they are the major plateaus. South Central Highland. So in the first, that map was in this. See this map. Okay, this is the whole division. Western Himalaya, Central Himalaya. Right, this is Northern Plain. This is Rajasthan Plain, also part of this Northern Plain. Here is Aravalli. Right. This is your Northern Central Highlands. This is South Central Highlands. Right. They are made up of two ranges also. Yeah, Vindhya and Satpura. And in between them lies the Rift Valley of Narmada and Tapi. Right. This is also part of this peninsula. So in this North Central Highland, there are many smaller plateaus. Right. Like there is Malwa Plateau. This is your Malwa Plateau, right? This is your Bundelkhand Plateau. So they are important plateaus here. Here on this side, this is Baghelkhand Plateau. This is Chota Nagpur Plateau. This is your this is Bastara Dandakaranya Plateau. This is plateau of Odisha, you can say. This is rather plain region, this region, which is called the Mahanadi or Chhattisgarh Plains, this region. Okay, means in this peninsula, there are also some plains, like this Chhattisgarh Plains, which is called the rice bowl of India. This part, right? Means in this part, a peninsula, this is the rice bowl. Means though Bihar, West Bengal, and some of the coastal regions, they are also producing so much paddy. Yeah, but in this part, because largely in this part, paddy farming is not so much. Because for paddy farming, there should be a plain region, and that should be holding the water. Water holding capacity should be much more. It needs more irrigation. Okay, so because this is a valley region, because Mahanadi and its tributaries are flowing over here, and the land is somewhat like plain. Means in the middle of this peninsular part, this plateau part, some of the areas are plain also, right? Then this is your Deccan Plateau. This all is Deccan Plateau. This is North Deccan, largely it is lava plateau, North Deccan. Then South Deccan, it is divided in Karnataka Plateau, Telangana Plateau, right? Then this is Eastern Ghats, this whole part is Eastern Ghats, and this thin strip is Western Ghats. They are meeting here nearby Nilgiri, right? So this is the whole division. This part is your Meghalaya or Shillong Plateau. And here, Kutch, Kathiawar, these two regions. You can draw this diagram. आई थिंक उतना फैक्चुअली नहीं जाना है, राइट? आपको पहले तो जो यूनिट्स हैं उनको देखना है कि वेयर इज द यूनिट. अब सेंट्रल हाईलैंड में क्या क्या है ये मतलब मुझे नहीं लग रहा है कि इतना कोई यूजफुल है, बिकॉज डिवीजन बहुत तरीके से किया गया है. दिस इज द मोस्ट कॉमन डिवीजन. In northern central highlands, one by one we'll do it. This is the central highlands, this whole unit. Then this is Deccan. Then this is Eastern Plateau. Means largely this peninsular part is divided into this highlands, this Deccan, and this Eastern Plateau. Then Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats. Right? Means 5 major units you can note down. This central highlands. You can write down like this. Central highlands. Then it will be divided into north and south central, right? Second, Deccan. It will be also divided north Deccan and south Deccan. Third, this Eastern Plateau. Fourth, Western Ghats. Five, Eastern Ghats. या 6 में आप अदर्स लिख सकते हैं जैसे शिलोंग, कच्छ, काठियावाड़. You can divide it like this. Okay, the whole peninsula can be divided into these units. Right? Central highlands, this part, then Deccan, this whole part, North Deccan and South Deccan. Then Eastern Plateau. In Eastern Plateau, you know that there is Chota Nagpur Plateau, this Odisha Plateau, this Chhattisgarh Plains or Mahanadi Plains, and this Bastar or Dandakaran Plateau. Okay. Then Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, Shillong, Kutch, Kathiawar. Okay. Yes. So we were here. That in this peninsular part, there are major plateaus like this Bundelkhand Plateau, this part. This is Bundelkhand Plateau, right? This triangular shaped plateau is your Malwa Plateau. This plateau is Baghelkhand Plateau. Then most of the Jharkhand is Chota Nagpur Plateau. Most of the Meghalaya is Shillong Plateau. Then here, this is your, this is your Kutch Plateau. This is Kathiawar Plateau, right? This is your whole Deccan Plateau, North Deccan and South Deccan. means it can be divided like this: North Deccan and South Deccan, right? Then this is Karnataka Plateau. This is your Telangana Plateau, and this southern part of Chhattisgarh, this one is your Dandakaranya Plateau, right? So their locations should be very clear. Where are they located? What is their extension? Means Karnataka Plateau is on the southern side of Karnataka. Okay, because northern part of Karnataka is Deccan Plateau, is southern Deccan Plateau, you can say. In Andhra, this western part of Andhra is part of this plateau, Deccan Plateau, right? Here, most of the Telangana is Telangana Plateau. Dandakaranya, southern Chhattisgarh region, that is your Bastar, Jagdalpur area, Dandakaranya Plateau. Then Malwa Plateau is the eastern side of Madhya Pradesh, or you can say the northeastern side. Oh, sorry. Yeah, northwestern side. Not eastern, western side of this western portion of Madhya Pradesh, or northwestern, you can say, is Malwa Plateau. In the northern part of Madhya Pradesh and adjoining areas of Uttar Pradesh, they are your Bundelkhand Plateau, just south of Yamuna River. Just south of Yamuna River. Then this area means eastern part of Madhya Pradesh and adjoining of areas of some areas of Uttar Pradesh, they are part of this Bundelkhand Plateau. Then most of the northern Jharkhand is Chota Nagpur Plateau, right? So not only that, where in which state they are extended, in which part of that state are they, right? Kutch on the northern Gujarat, Kathiawad on the southern side, right? So this is their locations. Then one by one, we can study it in this manner, that Aravalis, some of the facts regarding Aravali, that this is a relict mountain, relict or residual mountain. Aravali is an example of relict or residual. That can be important for your prelims. Though orogenesis wise, they belong to Hercynian orogenesis period. There is a particular geological period that is called the Hercynian orogenesis, in which orogenesis, they were formed in the form of fold mountains, means they were fold mountains like Himalayas. But later on, they were eroded away, and now they are like a residual or relict mountain. Its lower strata has the oldest structure of India, that is Archean system. You know that its lower bottom rocks are Archean, which after erosion and deposition of sediments gave place to Dharwad and Kadapa rock systems also. That is why when we were studying the rock systems of India, that all the rocks of Dharwad, Kadapa and Archean, they were all found, around the, they are found around the Aravalis. That is why they are also rich in mineral resources, this part of Aravalis. Okay. So on the southern part of, means like if this is the extension of Aravalis, northern part nearby Delhi, southern part, this is like a batholith of granite. It is made up of granite, and this is the portion of Abu Hills, Mount Abu. Here lies the highest peak of Aravali, that is Guru Shikhar. Right? Highest peak of Aravali, that is Guru Shikhar, in the Abu Hills area. There is also a lake here, Nakki Lake. When you will go there to visit this place, you will visit this lake also, Nakki Lake. Attract means a tourist attraction. So whatever I am writing here, please note down that. Okay. So in a way, it is like a watershed. This Aravali makes a watershed. Watershed is what? Like this is a mountain range, right? So mostly rivers have their sources around those mountain ranges. Some of the rivers will flow on this side. Some of the rivers will flow on this side, right? So this works like a watershed, like a water divide. So most of the mountain ranges work like watershed or water divide. Like in the peninsular part, you know that most of the rivers have their origin nearby Western Ghats, and Western Ghats is also like a water divide. So it is the watershed or water divide of Rajasthan. Main tributary of the Chambal, the Banas River, rises in the Aravali near Kumbhalgarh Fort and collects all the drainage of Marwar upland. The region around Jodhpur on the western Rajasthan. This region around Jodhpur, this region, it is called Marwar upland, right? So Banas rises in the Aravali near Kumbhalgarh Fort and collects the drainage of Marwar upland. Further north, the Ganga, one more river, after rising near Jaipur, flows east towards the Yamuna before disappearing. Means Ganga is also a small river. Some of the waters could reach up to Yamuna. Mostly it is a seasonal river. Okay. But they are important rivers of this region, means nearby Aravali, right? So note down these rivers also, means we will also study or revise them in drainage of India. In this topic, you can integrate these rivers, this drainage with this particular region, right? So Chambal River, Banas River, Ganga River. You know that in prelims, most of the questions are from these river tributaries, or from hills, from ranges. Okay. So try to note down them and locate them on your atlas, right? So east of Aravali is Marwar upland. This. Okay. This region is known as Marwar upland, drained by Banas River and made up of sandstone, shale and limestone of Vindhyan period, those Vindhyan rocks. Madhya Bharat Pathar lies to its east, means further east. Means you are moving from Aravali towards the east. First Aravali, then Marwar upland, then Madhya Bharat Pathar, right? First it was Aravali, then this land just east of Aravali is Marwar. Then east of Marwar is the land of Madhya Bharat Pathar. No, Aravali is a different region. First Aravali, then Marwar upland. This is the your north central plateau, right? They are part of that north central plateau. Aravali is just only a range. Then they are plateau regions. Marwar upland means what? Upland is a plateau only. Plateau is also called highland or upland, right? It is named Madhya Bharat Pathar. This structural unit. So Madhya Bharat Pathar is an open rolling plateau of old rocks and interspersed with rounded sandstone hills. Chambal River has cut a deep and wide valley through this plateau. To the north, ravines of badlands of Chambal River are found. The area belonging to Phulan Devi. Southern Highland. No. Northern only. They are on the northern part. Okay. So Chambal River has cut through. Chambal River actually flows from here to here. Okay, then it falls in this Yamuna River, right? So it has cut through ravines, badlands, Bihar. They are called Bihar there. Phulan Devi area, the area belonging to that bandit queen, Phulan Devi. You don't know. You don't know the name of Phulan Devi. Yeah, such a beautiful movie on Phulan Devi named Bandit Queen. You are not fond of watching movies, so go ahead watch that movie, Bandit Queen, directed by Shekhar Kapoor. I think that movie is originally in English because a Hollywood director, that is made by a Hollywood director. He came here and he made a very beautiful movie on Phulan Devi. On the means very real life presentation that the plight of that lady. Later on, she uh, killed those people who harassed her. Okay, and she became a bandit, then bandit queen. Then she was elected as a member of parliament from her area. Okay, and she was a MP in parliament. Means from that wretched life, she became bandit queen. Then she became MP, member of parliament. So that is the means. Uh, in that movie, you can see those badlands, those Bihars. Means they are actually the places of the cats. Yeah, even today, there are many means not so that much dangerous bandits, but even today there are some of the bandits. Means that those are actually the places where people can hide themselves. Those river, yeah, valley cut areas. Okay, Chambal areas. So they are known by the name of Chambal ravines or Chambal badlands, Bihar. Okay, when you go to this area around Agra and Gwalior, you can see those ravines, those badlands, and that is only actually an ecological problem also. Means those are the wastelands which are under a wasteland development program. They are being reclaimed now for different agricultural purposes or other type of like animal husbandry, like fodder growing. Okay, means first they have to be settled, then they have to be reclaimed as a land that can be used. Previously it was a waste land. Okay, so that is the extreme form of, you can say, river erosion. Ravines are badlands or the extreme of form of river erosion. Means that becomes an ecological problem. Means river has eroded some of the areas in that way. Even in USA, you can see such type of badlands in North Dakota and South Dakota region. Means such type of perfect badlands are found in Dakota region of USA. You can write down this thing. Means like in India, badlands are around this Chambal region. In USA, in USA, such badlands are found in North and South Dakota region. When we'll study world map, we'll see them. Okay, North and South Dakota region of USA, perfect badlands. You might have seen such pictures of such type of ravines in USA. Okay, so this is the Madhya Bharat Pathar, where you can find ravines or badlands made by Chambal River. So this is also a fact important for your prelims. To the south of Yamuna, between Madhya Bharat Pathar and Vindhyan escarpments, is the old dissected upland of Bundelkhand. Now you can see the location that this is Yamuna. This is Yamuna, this is Chambal, this is Yamuna river, this is Chambal, right? South of Yamuna, between Madhya Bharat Pathar, means this is your Madhya Bharat Pathar and Vindhyan escarpments. Vindhyan escarpments are up to here. So this part, is the upland of Bundelkhand. The oldest rock series of India, Bundelkhand gneiss. Means the Archean rock system of India, that is known here with the name of Bundelkhand gneiss. There is Bengal gneiss, there is Bundelkhand gneiss, and there is Nilgiri gneiss. Means Archean gneiss areas are largely found in these three regions. Nearby Bengal with the name of Bengal gneiss, nearby Bundelkhand with the name of Bundelkhand gneiss, and Nilgiri gneiss. Means there are three examples, perfect examples of Archean gneiss in India. In Bengal, in Bundelkhand, and in Nilgiri. And these three areas are far off from each other. So far off. One is here, and one is here. Okay. And all these have the same type of rocks. So this is the Bundelkhand upland or Bundelkhand plateau. The area is recognized by a mass of rounded hummocky hills of granite and sandstone. This is their structure. In the north, this rock system is covered by the Ganga-Yamuna alluvium. You know that here are the Yamuna and its tributaries. So its northern part is covered by alluvium. The deposits brought down by Yamuna and its tributaries. In the southwest by the Deccan Trap, its southern part. Its southern part has the same type of rock, somewhat related to Deccan Traps. Means as if Deccan Traps has been extended up to this part. Okay. Bundelkhand is drained by tributaries of Yamuna. Note down the names: Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Dhasan, and 𝐾𝐨𝐻𝐿. Means this Bundelkhand plateau is drained by these rivers, right? Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Dhasan, and 𝐾𝐨𝐻𝐿. See this map. So it is rather fuzzy, but this is Chambal river, right? This is Yamuna river. This is your Betwa, Dhasan, 𝐾𝐨𝐻𝐿. Okay. Right? This is Narmada river. Right? This is Tapi river. Now, on the north of Narmada, this is Vindhya. Okay. This part of Vindhya is called Bhander range. It is also called Bhander or Bhanrer. In some of the books, it is written as Bhanrer Plateau. In some of the books, it is written as range or plateau. This is the, you can say, the easternmost part of Vindhyan range, right? Bhander or Bhanrer Plateau. This is your Malwa Plateau. This triangular part is Malwa Plateau, right? Now see, this part is 𝐂𝐨𝐻𝐿𝐼, right? This part is 𝐂𝐨𝐻𝐿𝐼, and this part is Bundelkhand. This part, drained by Betwa, Dhasan, 𝐾𝐨𝐻𝐿, these rivers. This part is your Madhya Bharat Pathar. That is mainly drained by Chambal river, right? Means if you start from here, Aravalli, first you will be on Marwar upland, then Madhya Bharat Pathar, then Bundelkhand, then 𝐂𝐨𝐻𝐿𝐼, right? So in some of the questions, you may be asked to arrange in that manner, from west to east or from east to west. First Aravalli, then Marwar upland, then Madhya Bharat Pathar, then this Bundelkhand, then 𝐂𝐨𝐻𝐿𝐼. Right? Here, this unit, this triangular unit, That part is remaining. This is called Malwa Plateau. And Malwa Plateau is mainly drained by Chambal and its tributaries Kali Sindh and Betwa. Chambal, Kali Sindh and Betwa. Sindh is another river and Kali Sindh is a different river. Chambal, Kali Sindh, Betwa. This Malwa Plateau, right? Then also see these lands. Like this is Aravali. This is, this is Vindhya. On the south of Vindhya lies the Narmada and Tapi river valleys, right? And here is Satpura. The eastern, or you can say the eastern extension of Satpura is called the Maikal Range. Maikal Range, the easternmost extension of Satpura. Actually, there are four hills in this Satpura. The westernmost is called Rajpipla. It's called Rajpipla. Then comes Gavilgarh. Then Mahadev, this hills. Then Maikal. Means from west to east in Satpura range, from west to east. Rajpipla, Gavilgarh, Mahadev and Maikal. Mahadev. This is written here, Mahadev Hills. The westernmost hills is Rajpipla Hills, then Gavilgarh, then Mahadev, then Maikal. Right? Mahadev is largely in Madhya Pradesh. Maikal is largely in the boundary of Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Right? You can see here the extension. It is in the boundary of Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Maikal range, right? Then this region is called Kaimur range. Means nearby this Baghelkhand plateau is a hills or region Kaimur range. Here lies the Panna hills. This whole is Baghelkhand region. Okay, in Baghelkhand region you can see Kaimur range, Panna hills, and this area is drained by Tons river. And also Son river. Tons river and Son river. Right? Tons and Son. Tons is a tributary of Yamuna and Son is a tributary of Ganga. Tons falls in Yamuna and Son falls in Ganga, directly in Ganga. Right? Further east, this area is your, not this area, actually that area will be here, not here. Okay. So this area will be your Chota Nagpur Plateau. Okay. Then again, this whole area is, this is Mahanadi Plains or Chhattisgarh Plains, this whole area. Then this area is your Dandakaran Plateau, right? This is Odisha upland. This region is Odisha upland. Right? I think now you have understood the locations of these units. किधर? ये? कहाँ पे? इधर? पांदेर रेंज के पास. इधर? इधर तो कोई सोन नहीं है. This is Cane River. This is Tons. This is Tons. Son is here. Son, from here it goes like this. Like, right? Yeah, Tons, but Tons are two rivers. One Tons is here and one Tons river is in Uttarakhand. That is also a tributary of Yamuna. Yeah, means Tons are two rivers. Two rivers are named as Tons. One in this region and one in Uttarakhand. And both are the tributaries of Yamuna. And both are very small tributaries. Okay. So this map is, though it is very fuzzy map, but it depicts all the things in integration so that you can means relatively connect them. So Malwa Plateau, we have studied it. Malwa Plateau is a roughly triangle based on Vindhya range, bounded by Aravalli on the west and Bundelkhand in the east. It inherits a complex geology. It is composed of lava flows. Yes, this is also important fact that it is composed of lava flows. That is why there is found black soils. Wherever in India is the lava flows, that lava flows after being eroded has become black soils, right? Covered with black soils. Headwaters of Chambal, 𝐃𝐨𝐮𝐻, Parbati. Yeah, that is Parbati river. This is also a tributary of Chambal. Chambal, 𝐃𝐨𝐮𝐻 and Parbati river. They drain the Malwa Plateau, right? Means apart from Chambal, 𝐃𝐨𝐮𝐻, Betwa, one more river, write down Parbati river is also there, right?
Introducing the Prelims Target course and Prelims Test Series at ProdEgyIAS. Designed for UPSC Prelims 2026, this comprehensive program offers in-depth classes on history, geography, science and tech, environment, polity and governance, and economy. Stay updated with current affairs and sharpen your skills with our Prelims Test Series consisting of 50 full-length tests covering all subjects along with CSAT. Join ProdEgyIAS and stay ahead.